Don't tell me there's nothing to worry about. I cut Willow off before she has a chance to speak. You always turn our molehill mother into a mountain, she says slowly. This time it's different, I say. I live with a constant desire to shake my sister awake, now more than ever. It's always the same, Layla. Willow only calls Mum around Christmas. She moved away from home when I was 10 and she was 16. I spoke to her last night. I sometimes forget Willow is hours behind. What did she say to you? Did she mention a key? I ask. Being here, in these forests, it gives you a lot of time to think. I realized that not saying the things I need to say, well, it was a kind of crutch, and I wanted to knock it out from under me, see what would happen. Sounds like a risky experiment. You're the only one who's ever been cautious. Someone had to be, has to be. We can't all go travelling around the world doing whatever we want. That's hardly what I've been doing. I don't know what you've been doing. You never call. I'm calling you now, she says. I pace back and forth around the front yard, and then remember what Mum said about Dawn. There's only one music festival in town. Gabe pulls his wild ocean seafood van into the driveway, and I point a finger into the air as if I'll just be a second. Walk out through the picket gate and onto the road. Hang on a minute, I say to my sister, and stride up the hill, past glowing white houses on stilts and clipped but lavish lawns. The weather is always the same, like a sunny uniform the land puts on every day. So what did you say to her? I ask. We spoke about my childhood, she says. My childhood, not our childhood. There are things I needed to say. Jesus. I imagine Willow murmuring harsh words at Mum like she did when she was a teenager, stuck at the age she left home. When talking to Willow, my job is always to remind her of reality. I point out that I was there too. Remember that time we found Mum in the chicken coop? I ask. She was so drunk, chasing the chickens around, screaming our names and that it was time for bed, Willow replies. At least you were the pretty brown one. She chose the featherless, mangy one for me. We let out a thin laugh. Genetics has connected us with an invisible wire, and even though a messed-up childhood and Willow leaving has stretched it to its breaking point, the connection is kept through shared experience.